SQL, SQL alchemy, SQL alchemy. Okay, these are all the ORMs. Can ORMs also works with the Django ORM, SQL alchemy? Okay, these things. Simply databases. What is the use of these things? Django ORM and SQL alchemy. These are all simply interact with the databases. Okay, it can interact with the databases. Interact with the databases. So here you can see in the fifth one, what is that one? Database support. So in the database support, three types is having again. The Python is supported with the SQL databases and the NoSQL databases and ORMs. These three we need to use in our Python web development. Okay, so with the help of the SQL databases, what are the SQL databases they are having? MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQLite. And NoSQL databases, MongoDB, and Cassandra. These are all having. ORMs like ORMs means object relational mapping. In the Python, in the database Django ORM, Django ORM and SQL alchemy. It can interact with the databases. It can able to interact with the databases. That is the thing. Next, sixth one. What is the sixth one? Scalability and maintainability. Scalability and maintainability. Scalability and maintainability. So here scalability and maintainability means what are the frameworks we are going to use in the large scale. Suppose I want to detect something or predict something in the large scale of the data. Okay now. So on that time I'm going to use and I'm going to prefer the Django. Okay now. Okay, I'm going to use the Django. Why Django is designed for the large scale and enterprise level projects. Django is completely designed for large scale and enterprise level projects. So here, in some of the suppose we are going to take real time examples like e-commerce websites. Okay, having awareness of the Mintra or Tata Click something applications is having now. Okay, those types of applications is completely developed by using Django because we need to provide the security, we need to maintain that all the data. At the same time, we need to give the more speed. Yes or no? So for that purpose, we need to use the Django. We need to prefer the Django or we need to recommend the Django. Okay now. So for that purpose, we need to take that one. Okay, that is calling the scalability and maintainability. Scalability and maintainability. Django. Django. So here Django is Django is designed for large scale and enterprise level projects. Enterprise level projects. And next, it is also is the modular structure. Okay, Python modular structure also having Python modular Python modular Python modular structure. So what is the Python modular structure means? easy way to handle the code or expand the code bases. Okay, now easy way to maintain and expand the code bases. Easy way to easy way to maintain and expand code bases. That is also one of the future. Next, seventh one. What is the seventh one? So this is the ideal for the or ideal, or we can call it as the ideal or ideal. Okay, modern web development trends. Simply we can call it the modern web web development trends. Modern web development trends. So what are the modern web development trends? What is the currently which is the best programming language in the modern era now? That means the AI, na? Yes or no? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. Those are all the modern and trending na, trending one na in the web development. Yes or no? Say yes or no? Able to follow my class?
Yes, sir.
Okay now. So what are the modern trends for the web development? Perfectly, it can use it for the integrating with the AML. Okay. Perfectly, perfectly integrated with the AI ML. So AML means artificial intelligence and machine learning, na? Yes or no? So what are the futures having in the AI and artificial intelligence or machine learning? That futures we need to use in the web apps. That futures we need to use in the web apps. That that futures we need to that features we need to use in the web apps. Next, it can easily used for the full REST. It is easily fully integrated with the REST APIs. Okay, na REST APIs we can call it as the modern architecture APIs or modern apps. Okay, that is also one feature is having supports 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 RESTful APIs. Okay, APIs and gra- GraphQL APIs also having GraphQL APIs for the modern app architecture for modern app architecture. Okay, so for the in the present era, we can use the Django is the recommended one for the modern web development tools in the Python. Why we have to use that one only? Because it is perfectly integrated with the latest technologies. With the latest technologies at the same time, what are the futures is having in that those technologies? The simply is the data science. In the data science, having this data science, cyber security, AI, ML, all those having na, yes or no? So all those things, what is the main thing we have to do? Just we have to do all those things. We have to use the all the data. Just we have to use it for the production and analysis, right? Yes or no? Suppose I want to collect say some data. What can I do about how can I use that data? I want to use that data for the prediction and analysis only. Yes or no? So every data having the particular time. Okay, particular usage. Based upon that one, we can able to use that data. Okay, that is the thing. Next, so in all those things we are discussing now, what is the main topic here today? We have to why we have to choose Python for full stack development. So in this one, so many parameters is having or so many subheadings is having. Okay, first one, what is the first one? Easy to learn and read. Next, what's the second one? Powerful backend frameworks. What are the frameworks? Django, Flask, Fast APIs. Next, versatility. Next, strong community and ecosystem. Next, database support. And the sixth one, scalability and maintainability. And the seventh one is the modern web development trends. Okay, all those things we are discussing now. So in this particular class, we can discuss about these things also. In shortly, we can Python is used for the rapid development. Python is used for the rapid development, flexibility, and powerful libraries. Okay, while using that powerful libraries, how we can able to use that one libraries for the I want to I want to predict some texted sentiment analysis. For example, sentiment analysis means positive, negative, neutral. Okay, now so for that purpose, I need to use the libraries the NLP. What's that one? NLP, natural language process. Okay, now I want to predict the brain tumor. So for that purpose, I need to use the CNN algorithm. In the CNN algorithm, we need to use the for the deep learning. We are using libraries the TensorFlow. Like that, so many libraries having. Okay, now so based upon our requirement, we need to use those libraries. Okay, now so this is the thing. Next, the next topic. What is the next topic? While using the Python, what are the industries applications we can able to use? Industry applications. Industry applications. So what are the industry applications? The first one, e-commerce. E-commerce. Okay. So what are the e-commerce example? Tell me what are the e-commerce websites? What are the e-commerce websites?
Amazon, Flipkart,
A-
etc.
Amazon, Flipkart. Next, so many is having online stores, booking portals. Yes or no? Online stores, booking portals. Like that, so many is having. So Python is we are seeing it regularly in our day-to-day life. The industries can use. What are the industries? The famous one is the Amazon, Flipkart. Okay, now online booking stores, any online booking portals, online stores is using the Python. Why they can use the Python for the web development? They can able to use the you can able to use the Python for the web development. Why? Because it is speed. Okay, scalability and maintainability, and it is the open source and having powerful libraries. So many positives is having now. At the same time, some of the negatives is also having. But how many positives is having that we can able to use? Yes or no? Okay. Next, fintech. Fintech means so in the e-commerce, so what are the key role can play the Python? What is the Python role in the e-commerce applications? Tell me anything. Tell me anything. In the Amazon, Flipkart, what is the things we need to use? What is the things we need to buy or sell? We need to buy some products. Yes or no? Python can plays the key role for the Python role in the e-commerce. What is the Python role? Back end logic for the product management. Back end logic for the product. Back end logic for the product management. Next, most important thing, payments. Next, suppose I want to order something in Amazon. Yes or no? So for that purpose, that product can be displayed and maintained by the backend. Next, I want to buy the product. Then I want to add that product into the cart. Then then I can able to purchase. Okay. Before the purchase, I need to select the payment method. Yes or no? Where it was available with the available of the cash on delivery or need to pay the first. Yes or no? Those things. The second one is the payment. Second one is the payment. And the third one is the after completion of the payment, what we can do? Just we can leave. No, no. We can able to track the order. Yes or no? And and order tracking. Order tracking with the while they are giving the link. So in this one, we need to use the Django or Flask. We need to use for the Django or Flask. This is the thing they can place the next. What's the next one? Database handling for the inventory, users, transactions, like those we need to store the details now. Yes or no? For suppose in the first time we are going to sign up, we are the first time users of the Amazon. What will happen? We need to register or sign up. Yes or no? We need to register or sign up. So for that one, we need to register, sign up. We need to give the what are the parameters they want. They can able to give in the front end. Yes or no? First, the common things are the what are the common things? First name, last name. Yes or no? First name, last name, email ID, address. Those things they need to use now. Yes or no? They can able to, after completion of the sign up, they can safely store your data into the database. Okay, they can safely store the data into the database. So after the database, that database can be handled by someone, yes or no? That is the backend developers. Okay, data database handling. Database handling for which purpose? Inventory purpose, inventory and inventory, users, next transactions. That is the thing. So next, what's the next one? Integration with the recommendation engines. Integrations with the recommendation engines. Recommendation with integration with the recommendation engines. Those things we need to use. Okay, now. So in the e-commerce websites, the e-commerce industries can use the Python web development. So in the Python web development, the e-commerce website is the Amazon, Flipkart, online stores, and booking portals. So in those applications, what is the role of the Python? The role of the Python is the backend logic for the product management, payments, and order tracking, database handling for the inventory users and transactions, integration